Hey gang, it's Dave Seaman coming to you from Inniscrone Golf Club in Avondale, Pennsylvania. Hope that your season is going well, and some of you may be starting your season down in Florida. And at the end I'll tell you a little bit about where we're coming in October. But you know, every week I try to do something a little different. And one of the things going around to different golf schools over the years, I find that most right-handed golfers, and this is true with lefties too, if you're right-handed and you play right-handed, a lot of times what I'll see is very dominant right hands, okay, and right arms. And what I mean by that is you get set up and you'll see the right arm really straight and the left arm crooked. Well, if that's the case, you can see how I'm tilting a little bit to my left and my spine angle is incorrect. My weight's more on my left side. Now, how this affects our alignment is very important too, in the sense that if I'm very right arm dominant, you can see that my shoulders are open to the target. Now, that can create a lot of problems in itself. So, over the years of teaching and going to these golf schools, I found that to get people in the correct setup position, I figured a way to do it by taking your grip properly, and that's what I'm going to go through today. What I want everybody to try at home is that the golf club or the club face is our constant, and you can see right now that the leading edge is pointing straight up and down. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold the golf club. If you're a right-hander, if you're a left-hander, do it completely opposite. But if you're a right-hander, you're going to hold the golf club just above the grip. And you're going to get the club face pointing straight up and down. Now from this position, what we're going to do is we're going to have the butt end of the club pointing towards our left hip, and the club face, if you just took your right arm straight out, the club face is going to be off our right hip, so that the golf club is angled across our body. Now, we're going to take our left hand, and in the fingers, in the very tips of our fingers, we're going to place the grip, and we're going to take our left thumb and put it at what I would call 11 o'clock.
1 o'clock.
If the top of the club is 12, we're going to just be slightly to the right at 11 o'clock with our thumb. Now we're going to take our right hand and we're going to place it in these two fingers to start with, and we're going to either overlap our right hand pinky or interlock the two fingers. Now, the other thing we're going to do is we're going to cover our thumb, our left thumb, with our right hand, with this muscle right here on our right hand. Once we have done that, we're going to try to get both hands to match each other. So in other words, if my left hand is here and I can see 2 or 3 knuckles, my right hand has to match that. I don't want the right hand over. And most right arm dominant people, a lot of times will get that right hand over and the right elbow really straight, or the right arm really straight. So what we're going to do is from this position, we're going to get our right elbow tucked a little bit, and from here, if we just bow down to the ground, it sets us up in a perfect position
where our hands are slightly forward of the ball and slightly forward of the club face, and our right arm is tucked, and you can see that my shoulders are tilted upwards, and this gives me my good spine angle. The other thing that this does is if I go from this position, it gives me good posture. In other words, I'm going to tuck the right arm, I'm going to bow to the ground, and you're going to see that my spine is nice and straight, and I have an angle here between the golf club and my arms are hanging naturally from my shoulders. Try this at home. Try this in front of the mirror. I can't tell you how important this position is. I'm going to show you, I'm going to go to this routine that I just showed you. Take my posture, put the ball in the middle of my stance for my 7-iron, bow down, I get the position, I get the good posture, and
I can get an independent arm swing from here. And hit it pretty good. Now, try this. I hope this helps. This gets you in the right position to start with, and we know how important position 1 is. Coming to Naples, Florida, actually Estero, Florida, in a couple weeks in October. Let's see, where else are we trying to go? Trying to make a trip to LA. Keep looking at our send-outs. We got some dates and times coming up. Would love to see you. I would love to make these trips, so give us a holler. This is Dave Seaman. Enjoy yourself, play good golf. Take care.